Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here, aka Doc and Howlett, coming at you from the Comic Community Central channel, where nobody's been uploading a video for quite a while, so I decided I would do that. And what I usually do on this channel is like to give a in-depth look more at the interiors of certain comic books. And this specific one, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 39 from 1966, I have the intention of taking this one to Calgary in the year of 2013 to get signed by Stan Lee. He'll be attending the convention there. So I wanted to give a look on the insides, show you the beautiful art, and just give you a quick overall of the story. I haven't read it in a while, so I might stumble through telling you guys, but hope you guys enjoy the interior look of this comic book. It's a great comic book, great art by John Romita Sr., the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man that he took over after all the previous issues being done by Steve Ditko. This one probably... It's got to be in about a 4.5 to a 5 grade, somewhere roughly in there, but a great, great copy of it. So, first, great, beautiful cover. I love that, seeing the Green Goblin taking him away in just a tattered outfit, revealing the outfit. So this is the one supposed to be where Norman Osborn's identity was revealed to Spider-Man and vice versa. Norman Osborn learns the identity of Peter Parker. So, it's a little bit yellowing inside, but not too much. It's very, consistent yellowing or whatever. It's not blotchy or anything, so it's aged pretty well, I think, anyways. So, at the beginning here, I believe what the Goblin is talking about is just, I haven't been around for a while, I haven't attacked Spider-Man in a while, he's probably forgotten me about me, I better get on this, I'll attack him. And they say, this is mainly just to show you the beautiful interiors by Johnny Romita. It was a great story. I really enjoyed it. It's written by Stan Lee. Issue number 38, 39, those are my two favorite issues. Great writing. Some of the captions, they really don't drag on like some other Silver Age comic books do. Really lengthy captions. It makes you kind of tired of reading it. Stan Lee really seemed to have some fun with these books during this time period. And it was just real easy to read it and get through it, and had a lot of fun. So yeah, here's Green Goblin going through his plan, sort of what he wants to do. He's got an upgrade to his glider, which used to be just a flying broomstick, but this is more the classic and memorable, and I think more awesome glider with the wings, as you see, and the goblin symbol in the front, basically. So this one is the only silly kind of plot point, though, but you gotta have a plot point to move the story forward. But for some reason, Parker's got the sniffles. He has to go see the doctor. And so during here, he's talking to the doctor, and the doctor reveals to him, just to tell him, with your Aunt May, with her previous health condition, I just want to let you know that, hey, she shouldn't go through any, being startled or shocked or anything like that. It could put her health in jeopardy. So Peter's been thinking about that, and of course, like I say, this is the one where Green Goblin is trying to reveal his identity, and Parker's thinking, oh, well, what about my life as Spider-Man? That would shock her. If she knew I was Spider-Man, that would just really, perhaps, put her life in jeopardy, that she'd be so shocked about it. So that's kind of just a plot point of this, too, why it's so important that he doesn't show his identity. So I can't quite remember this here, but this is part in the school there. Of course, Parker, I think he seems a little bit cold, but so does Harry Osborn. And Harry Osborn and Parker weren't quite full friends here, I believe, yet. But Parker was still very nice to him. But I can't quite remember the conversation surrounding the school here, but there's Flash, though. So this one, when he's out web swinging, he ends up falling into a trap, which was, of course, set up by the Green Goblin and his goons here. So it's just all a setup to try to capture Spider-Man. I like the dialogue and the fight and everything, the art, the way that Romita set it up and everything. Just beautiful, great lines. In this particular book, like say, it's got to be about 4.5 to 5, and aged really well inside. I like the pages. The colors are still unbelievably awesome. So eventually, throughout the fight here, without revealing himself, the Goblin here throws this stun bomb at Spider-Man. And what it actually does is it negates his spider sense for a while without Parker knowing it, and he didn't know that it was the Goblin who actually threw it. So with that, after the fight here, of course, and Spider-Man leaves all the goons for the cops to get. Spider-Man goes away, tries to put on his clothes, and he says he has kind of a funny feeling, but you know that his spider sense is not going off, so you know he's not really paying attention overall. But of course, you see the Goblin in the background there, following him. Finds out that he's a classmate of Harry Osborn's, being Peter Parker. So he follows him to the Daily Bugle. This part here, I can't remember exactly what Parker was thinking about, but this was a flashback with Dr. Strom. And I didn't know, and I haven't read issue number 37, but so he's talking about a previous fight with Dr. Strom, which obviously was set up as a villain in that issue number 37. And the only knowledge I have of Dr. Strom was the appearance of him in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, the first one, where Dr. Strom was the scientist who was actually assisted Norman Osborn in becoming the Green Goblin and eventually killed by the Green Goblin. So I just thought that was kind of neat there. So yeah, notice he goes to the Daily Bugle. A little bit of love interest, you know, in his life here. I believe that was Ned Leeds. I think it is. And they're talking about Betty Brant, and as I recall, he basically kind of tells him that, yeah, I kind of give it to you kind of thing. You can pursue Betty Brant. I'll kind of leave it alone. As I recall, that's kind of like the conversation that they're having there. So eventually he does find his way home, and then the Green Goblin reveals himself on the front lawn of Aunt May's house. And of course, an awesome battle ensues. But of course, all in the meantime is, you know, what about Aunt May? She'd be so shocked if she saw me. You know, her life is in jeopardy. So shocked here, he even tries to use his web shooters, but of course he doesn't have all of his costume on. He doesn't have his web shooters on. So Green Goblin really caught him at a disadvantage there. He does his black, you know, smoke cloud. And again, I love the art of John Romita. It's amazing. I love this shot of him upside down in the tree. This one, look at that awesome leap. I mean, the way he's drawn him, just amazing. I love it. Romita is definitely one of the favorites for Spider-Man. And Aunt May, it's so black out there, she's kind of seeing something's happening out there, but she can't quite see because of the black smoke. Eventually Parker, of course, he wants to get away from the house as well. I love this, leaping out of the black smoke at him. That's really awesome. And I can't quite recall here whether he kind of allowed himself to be roped or not. He says, I'm in the air, bound and helpless. I'm Goblin's prisoner. No matter where he's taking me, I'm grateful that we're going away from Aunt May. So, you know, he's got him, but he's thankful that at least they're taking the fight away, and, you know, neither of them will be revealed to Aunt May. So, but I love the art here. This is basically the cover, but drawn from a different angle. I love this panel. That one's really awesome. I love Over the Time as well, too, showing his clothes getting more tattered throughout the fight as well. That's really great. And then the last panel, of course, here, Green Goblin's got him captured, and then eventually, of course, as all villains usually do, when they think they got their hero, you know, in a inescapable position, they start talking about their plot, and he reveals himself to Peter Parker. So this comic book, I really liked it. It was really written well, I think, for Silver Age comic. It really wants me to get the next one for sure. Sometime I got to get issue number 40 to see where the whole battle finished up, and of course to enjoy the awesome Romita artwork. So I'll be really happy to have this signed by Stan Lee, and Hopefully I'll have enough change when I go to the show as well to have it graded as well. So there you go. That's about that, you guys. I think really you can eventually find this one. I got this one just for under $100. It is, I'd say, an affordable issue of Spider-Man, especially if you're seeking it in a lower but very acceptable grade. So there you go, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the little overview I have shown you.